This is the morning update. This is for Monday, the 27th of November. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather cold and dry for the next few days. Temperatures will likely go well below freezing both tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, maybe Thursday morning as well. And then things turn wet by Friday and the weekend. Probably the biggest rain event we've had here in quite a while. So a lot to talk about this morning. Here we go. This is the upper air look across the country. There's a large vortex over eastern Canada, and that delivered the cold air that we feel this morning. In fact, Haleyville below freezing. They've got 31 early this morning. Cullman 34. And the idea, we've got generally 30s for the northern half of the state, 40s in South Alabama. And we stress tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning will be colder as will be below freezing pretty much statewide with 20s over the northern half of the state both mornings. So a fairly quiet day today. There's the watch warning map across the nation. Winter weather advisories for parts of New England and also around the lake effect snow belts. And the Sierra Nevada mountains in California will likely see some snow. And again, maybe some thunder snow later today on the lake effect snow zones there. This is tomorrow. There could be some thunder over the northern coast of California. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, maybe some thunder for South Texas and out in the southwest around the Four Corners region. No severe storms expected. We'll check rain for the next 7 days. And look at here. We are the winner. We're the bullseye for some of the heaviest rain in the country. This is the rain valid through Monday morning of next week. And if this works out, parts of South Alabama could see 4, maybe 5 inches of rain here. The areas there in yellow. North Alabama, about 2 inches. And we'll start to see that chance of rain coming back Thursday night into Friday, and then several waves of rain are likely over the weekend ahead. And if you missed it, this is the latest drought monitor. This was released last week. And there's been some improvement, especially in South Alabama, but you can still see just about the entire state under drought conditions, with many locations in an extreme drought. That's the areas there in red. So bring on that rain. Tropical weather, it's all quiet, and I think we can stick a fork in the season here. The season ends Thursday in the Atlantic Basin. It'll crank back up next summer, so no worries with tropical weather until probably the next 6 to 7 months. That's a good thing. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, that big vortex over eastern Canada, dropping some pretty cold air over the eastern half of the nation. Look at all the blue lines, those low thickness values. Today will be sunny, but cold and breezy. Highs in the 40s from Birmingham north, 50s for the southern half of the state, and that cool breeze will make it feel colder. Tomorrow, the wind goes calm, and we're going to be in the 20s in many areas. Freezing temperatures likely down into South Alabama. Highs around 50 for North Alabama, mid-50s to the south. This is Wednesday, another morning freeze. Again, 20s for North Alabama. Probably see a freeze maybe down to Mobile, Interstate 10, early Wednesday. And then we warm up with highs in the 50s. So Thursday, we'll see a high close to 60 for North Alabama, low to mid-60s to the south. And look at the big batch of rain off to the west, and that will probably come in here Thursday night. So we'll start the chance of rain Thursday night into Friday morning. And understand the timing here is going to be really tricky. At the moment, it looks like that first batch of rain will be Thursday night into Friday morning. Got a lot of things happening Friday night, Christmas-type events, tree lightings and parades and all these things. And at the moment, it looks like a decent chunk of the state will be dry Friday night after a good rain Thursday night and Friday morning. But understand the timing could change. It's a complex pattern. The high Friday will be in the 60s. Saturday looks wet. What's going to happen? A surface boundary is going to stall out nearby with waves coming along the boundary. So Saturday looks wet, and Sunday could be wet as well. In fact, I wanted to show you the European on Sunday, kind of a different look. It's got a deep surface low, not that deep, but about 1,000 millibars over southeastern Iowa with a big batch of rain in here. And there is some surface-based instability over the southern two-thirds of the state. So over the weekend, we'll be watching for the dual possibility of heavy rain and maybe some strong storms on Sunday, if this works out. But again, if you've been watching these videos for a long time, you really know we need to get kind of within 60 hours of these events to be really specific in terms of the timing, the magnitude, and the threats and all that kind of stuff. So just watch the updates this week. And then a week from today, Monday the 4th of December, troughing to the north and east, and we are back in a dry air mass. Let's go out 10 days. Wednesday of next week, December 6th, got a big ridge over much of the country. I've got a northwest flow aloft here, and if that's right, we would be dry with the highs in the 50s and 60s. Let's check rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. And the mean is what you're looking for. That's the green line, the mean of the ensemble members. And it's a little over 3 inches, between 3 and 4 inches between now and the 12th of December. Bring it on. And again, a reminder, this is tornado season, and this is when we often have active thunderstorms here. Our tornado season in Alabama, November through May. Temperatures from the NBM, National Blend of Models. This is for Birmingham, 49 today, 51 tomorrow. And notice those cold lows. The coldest morning would be Wednesday morning with 27. Of course, many of the outlying areas are going to be colder than that. But then we'll be back in the 60s by the time the weekend gets here. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for December 4th through December 10th. And by golly, if this works out, much of the contiguous United States would see temperatures a little above average. But temperatures were not above average in Minnesota yesterday. Whew, boy. Goodness. This was taken up in Minnesota yesterday by Carol Bauer. She sends in some great videos and photographs to us from the higher latitudes. This was Detroit. This was taken from Eric Urban. Eric was a former director for ABC 3340. That's the reason he's got the James Spann stuff going there. Eric is now in Detroit. His nickname was Dan from Detroit. And again, they've had snow there. This was Madison, Wisconsin, the Wisconsin state capital, in the snow yesterday. So our friends up north had a lot of snow this weekend. There's a look at the moon last night. I actually took that photograph last night. Now, it was 99% illuminated last night. Tonight is the full moon, and the sky will be crystal clear, and it's going to be cold, so we'll get a lot of those images tonight. Thought one more time we go back and look at that amazing sunset over Jordan-Hare Stadium Saturday during the Iron Bowl. And I think it's cool. You know, that's the biggest football game of the year by far in this state. But a lot of people manage to look up. And we tell people, look up. You're missing some good stuff if you don't do that. And the sunset was just amazing during the Iron Bowl with some high clouds moving in. That was just gorgeous. All right. So, man, have we got a busy week coming up this week. Let's review. This morning, I'm about to head down to Opelika to see the 6th graders at Fox Run School. We're actually going to meet at Opelika High School. And then this afternoon, I've got Saraland Elementary. And no, I'm not driving to Saraland. It's a virtual Zoom meeting, but that's still going to be a good one. So Fox Run School today in Opelika, and then Saraland Elementary. Tomorrow, going up to Hatton Elementary School up in the Tennessee Valley, up in Colbert County. That'll be a lot of fun. Thursday, going to Cedartown, Georgia, Covenant Christian School. Friday morning, I'll be at West Elementary School in Cullman. And then Friday evening, back to Cullman for their Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And we're optimistic at the moment the rain will end Friday morning, allowing for dry conditions for that Friday evening. I'll be there with Taylor Hicks. Taylor's going to do the singing. I'm going to do the talking. That's the way it works. But that'll be a lot of fun. We expect a huge crowd in Cullman for that. And then Saturday, we have a book signing scheduled up at Pisgah at a big event there. Let me pull up the details so that you don't want to foul up the location here. That is going to be a Saturday evening event. It's called Christmas at the Gin at Meeks Grain and Gin Event Venue in Pisgah, up in Jackson County. And that's going to be between 4 and 8. So an evening type event. And again, much more about that as we get closer. Don't forget our weekly show for weather dweebs, nerds, dorks, weenies, Weather Brains. That's on tonight at 7 on the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the podcast. That'll be out tomorrow morning. And as always, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday, and God bless.